One of Silicon Valley's most successful architects has concluded that for humanity to be truly free, democracy must end. He is the visionary investor who saw the future in companies like PayPal, Facebook, and SpaceX, building a fortune by shaping the digital world we now inhabit. Peter Thiel is a certified genius, a former chess master known for playing the long game, always thinking 10 moves ahead of the competition. But behind the celebrated image of a tech prophet lies a much more radical philosophy. For decades, he has been quietly executing a plan not just to build new companies, but to rewrite the very rules of society. The story of this plan begins not in a boardroom, but on a university campus that Thiel viewed as a hostile ideological battleground. Arriving at Stanford University in the 1980s, Thiel felt like an outsider, a conservative intellectual surrounded by what he perceived as a dominant liberal culture. It was here he began to build his counter-network, launching a provocative campus newspaper that attacked diversity initiatives and championed a hardline libertarian worldview. This experience solidified a core belief that would define his entire career: that progress is stifled by popular opinion, and that true freedom is incompatible with democratic governance. His first major move was PayPal. On the surface, it was a convenient payment tool, but its founding vision was a direct challenge to the established order, a way to move money beyond the control of governments and banks. It was also where Thiel first perfected his ruthless business strategy. Famously declaring that competition is for losers, he orchestrated a boardroom coup to oust his co-founder Elon Musk while Musk was on his honeymoon, seizing control to ensure the company's path to monopoly. The sale of PayPal to eBay for $1.5 billion gave Thiel what he needed most: hundreds of millions in capital to fund his greater ambitions. But here is where the story takes a turn. While investing in social networks, he also began building something far more secretive. He took the anti-fraud software developed at PayPal and repurposed it, creating a new company named Palantir, after the all-seeing stones from the Lord of the Rings. Palantir offered government intelligence agencies the power to sift through vast oceans of data, to find hidden patterns and predict future threats. In the wake of 9/11, it was an irresistible offer. Thiel was now building the tools of the very state power he claimed to despise, positioning himself at the nexus of surveillance and control. This dual strategy, building both disruptive consumer tech and secretive government tech, gave him unprecedented power. And he soon began to wield it. When the media outlet Gawker outed his sexual orientation and relentlessly mocked his business dealings, Thiel did not just get angry, he got strategic. He secretly funded a $10 million legal war against the company, bankrolling a lawsuit by the wrestler Hulk Hogan that ultimately drove Gawker into bankruptcy. The message was clear: Peter Thiel was not someone to be crossed, and he had the resources to destroy his enemies. This was the prelude to his most ambitious project, the capture of American politics. He started by backing libertarian candidates, but soon identified a more effective vehicle. In 2016, he became one of Donald Trump's earliest and most vocal supporters in Silicon Valley, donating millions and speaking at the Republican National Convention. When Trump won, Thiel was on the inside, advising the transition team and attempting to install his own network of allies into key regulatory positions. While his initial attempt had limited success, he was simply refining his strategy. He then poured $15 million into the campaign of his own protege, J.D. Vance, successfully elevating him to the Senate and eventually the vice presidency. All the disparate threads of Thiel's life began to converge. His immense wealth, his surveillance technology used by agencies like ICE, and his hand-picked political figures were now working in concert. But to what end? The answer lies in his quest for an exit. Thiel has funded research into life extension, explored creating artificial island nations free from taxes and law, and acquired a bunker in New Zealand. These are not the hobbies of a bored billionaire. They are experiments in creating spaces immune to democratic oversight. This is the endgame. The ultimate expression of his ideology is the creation of so-called freedom cities, special economic zones where corporations can operate without federal regulations, a libertarian utopia built on American soil. Peter Thiel is no longer just dreaming of a world without democracy. He is using his immense power to build it. Learn more about the intersection of technology and power that is reshaping our future.